Okay, so I started recording, so anything you say, I will have footage of forever.
Penis.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this guy said that. I cannot believe that.
I cannot.
I
Be
cannot
professional.
believe
Be professional, pal. You're a
Be
professional YouTuber now.
professional.
it. Grow up. Grow up.
Grow up!
Grow up.
So, it's almost been a year since our friends at the Witty Retort posted a podcast episode, or posted anything really.
It's been a whole fucking year.
Yeah, like
Are you kidding me?
in February. It's like been at the time of recording it says like 10 months on the YouTube thing. But
God.
it's
Those
like
slackers.
they
Can't
recorded,
believe it.
I think they recorded after the Super Bowl trip last year.
Dude, life without Witty Retort has been terrible. I can't focus at all on my work. My hands have been shaking constantly. I any amount of coffee that I don't drink can't fix this. My relationships are all out the window. I don't have anything anymore.
I haven't slept because I have no new podcast episodes to sleep to. Ethan, how's it all affected you?
Indifferent. I mean, like, life goes on. I don't know.
Oh,
But,
great.
you know.
Ross?
Oh, great. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, great.
I wish everything didn't mean as much to me as you. You just nothing gets to you, man. You
Dude,
don't make connections to
I am
anything anymore.
I am the definition of true neutral, bro. Absolute, just like nothing scars me, but at the same time, it's gonna bite me in the end because I'm not gonna
My
feel
cat
anything
keeps playing with like
towards
bags of
anything. My
shredded
cat's gonna
paper.
die. I'm
Can
gonna
you
be like,
stop playing with?
all
You
right.
knocked over my
Anyway,
trash can.
and it's
Why
gonna
did
be
you do that?
heartbreaking.
Dude, you're talking over his bit right now.
Sorry, continue. That was an unprofessional.
No,
of me.
the bit's over. We're done
No,
here.
it's
The
okay.
bit's over. You ruined it. You ruined it.
Ross, how do you feel? How do you feel being out of a job?
Actually, yeah. If anyone, he's probably been the most effective. Actually, because like this is like his main source of income.
That sucks, buddy. My condolences.
Well, it can't be that hard to press record, like set up the PNGs and press record on the podcast, right?
I know, right? Hey, what about if they're not going to do anything? Ross needs an income, right?
Yeah, Ross, do you wanna take one for the team?
What if we made some work for old Ross over here?
Yeah.
Oh, Rossi boy.
Oh, Ross. Oh, Ross, you
Oh,
Ross.
silly goose. What an
You really
honor.
thought you had it for a second there, didn't you?
Can you
Dude,
stop playing with
Ross,
bags of shredded paper? Stop.
Can you sign an autograph, Ross? Oh my god. Dude, I'm a big fan. Ever since the 90s.
Okay, I had to put Ocho in his cage because he kept playing with bags of shredded paper.
Oh my god.
I had to lock him up.
Let my man free.
Let him breathe.
Let him free.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Witty Retort.
Yay!
Intro done.
All right, sweet. Light work.
The four of us thought it would be funny if we did a podcast episode, where we were the extras of the Witty Retort. So it would be funny to do a podcast episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we are.
And here
Podcasting.
Yeah. How was your guys' day today? I was late to the recording. It's my bad. We were supposed to start like an hour ago, I think, or like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
30 minutes ago. She wasn't ready by that time, and then the recording wasn't set up.
I was dog
Which you would have
sitting
thought we
and
would have had pre-prepared, but you know.
I was dog
There's no
sitting
such
and I
thing as
wasn't
professionalism
home.
over here.
I drove home from dog sitting just to record this and then go back to dog sitting.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm real or not right now.
I think I'm seeing things.
Just fades away into like.
Fades away. Cuts to the actual recording footage where I'm not there.
Yeah, so I have to edit Jared's PNG tuber in post because it's just not showing up in the reactive image, and I'm too scared to ask the Discord because no one else seems to have this problem. Can you scream, please? It's okay. It's okay. I feel like Minecraft right now.
It is.
It was like to my death in hardcore Minecraft again.
Speaking of segues.
Yeah, that's something we've been doing.
Jinx.
Were we about to say this?
Yeah.
You can't talk
Tell me
anymore.
about
You got Jinx. You can't talk anymore. Okay, anyway. Never mind that. For Minecraft, that's the thing we tried. And lots of people died. We actually did a little poorer than I expected, to be honest. I think we had like 4 or so sessions, right? 4 or 5. And then like someone died.
Well, it took a couple tries to get going, but you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, I guess I should start with that. This is we've had like a couple months, and you from being unjinxed.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
you say my name. That's how you do it.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
it works. I did it by accident.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that. So I was just cutting me for no reason. Okay.
It's an idea we've had for a couple months. We've been trying, but unfortunately, the first few attempts they only lasted 1 try or like 1 session.
We tried like 4 sessions a night.
They didn't even last 20 minutes before they found a way to kill themselves.
Yeah. I think the rule we had was if we go 1 full session without anyone dying, that's how it would stick.
It took 4 tries.
I took like 4 sessions before we actually got to stick. The main culprit here was D.
I have really bad luck.
The only person there who didn't die, or sorry, the only other person that died was Charles, who died once.
Do you guys want to hear a fun fact about that? Because I asked him about that.
Yeah.
So here's a secret that is gonna be. You guys are gonna get me the part. This is your like real reaction. So,
okay.
I felt so bad. I literally like just I started the world like I'm not gonna die this. We're gonna I'm gonna be very safe. I'm gonna play it very safe. Charles felt bad that I was getting so dogged on for dying. He just killed himself. Texted him about this after. I said, "Hey, what happened there? Did you do that on purpose?"
Oh, no.
And he says, "Yeah. I felt bad."
How do you go from swimming into falling in a ravine? What's the timeline between that?
But the issue with it is that this is on me. I looked up a Minecraft seed, like the best Minecraft seed ever. I was like, and you know what? It's my karma for doing this. It felt so bad. I was so stressed because I was getting dogged on so much, and I was like, I looked up a seed, I pasted it in our hardcore, and then Charles killed himself, and I sat there because I was like, maybe I deserve that. so yeah, that's the so I'm still so that wasn't actually Charles's fault. It's so there's it's still me, still my bad.
No, Charles made that decision. I do feel slightly bad because I probably dogged on you the most.
No, it's okay. No chairs were thrown. No mirrors were broken.
No, just
not
not
we know of, at least.
A couple well-pointed words is all it was.
We were playing Lethal Company one night, and I forget what happened. I think like I had like clothes on the floor, and Ethan was like, "Clean your room," and I was like, "It's a process. I just took break to play Lethal Company, and then Ethan was like, "Yeah, okay, slob," or something. It was like a joke. It wasn't anything, but I threw my chair across my room as a joke, and it like crashed into a mirror and just shattered. And I was like, "Oh
my god!" No. So that's talking about.
Yeah. I like crash out moments, and then like I'll be like, fine.
Like nothing ever happened.
Dude,
it's like
you
nothing
need to
ever
go
happened.
to a psychologist. No, you need medication, man. Anyway.
Wait, where's? I was about to like just start listing off the specifics of my ADHD medication.
I'm not broaching real subjects of mental health.
That's true. Guys, actually, we can't, listen, this might be the first episode ever without any doxing.
He's trying to memorize, like, pull out Ethan's address from the depths of my mind.
I was tempted to just
Alright,
rip
so here's Charles's address. Beep!
Oh, God.
I can dox the Airbnb we stayed at for New Year's.
No, but what if we want to go back?
And no, that's true. It was a really nice Airbnb.
Oh, what if I want to send him a present in the mail and show him my appreciation for the funny moments on my favorite podcast, the Witty Retort?
True. Yeah. Mail to the Witty Retort. Guys, here's our P.O. box.
Oh my.
Oh gosh. It'd be so funny.
Opening your fan mail.
That's actually
one.
I don't think I can say here, but oh my god, actually might be a nightmare.
That would be. I mean, it wouldn't be a nightmare only because who the fuck is gonna make Witty Retort fan stuff other than people who literally.
Yeah, like who would send people? Who would send something to someone else's PO box? Like who would do such a thing?
There's like a funny story I was gonna tell, but I just realized that I don't know if Charles is comfortable with me telling this story. I just know that one time, like, he'd in the mail. It was a manga. I'm gonna tell it, but it'll be vague. He received a specific manga in the mail, right? And I remember this because I got texted, and he was like, "Did you send this to me?" But he said the F word.
Oh, said, dude, that's actually horrifying.
He said, "Did you effing send this to me?"
That,
and I was
no!
That
coming from Charles, that coming from horrifying. That's like, you have seconds to live.
It was very few times where I've heard him
Can we take his model and just like add just like absolute just solid black outlines?
It just like slowly fades in with a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, "No, I didn't send you anything." And I'm going to ask Jasper. And Jasper also didn't send him this thing and was also quite confused. But right? Specific.
Oh wait, no, you're about to explain. Okay.
Yeah, it's of a specific genre. That 18 Charles plus, is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like cliche, like style, like skirt shot sort of thing.
Oh.
And he was like, "I did not order this."
Did like
my search history would be destroyed if I looked at it.
That's the funny part, Jared. Is that his dad? Did you get your present?
What?
Happy birthday!
His dad got it.
Exactly what you wanted from Santa.
What the fuck, man?
I was doing like tricks over here. Hold on. Hi. Okay, Ocha's gonna be our 5th member of the pod.
What kind of? I can't.
Can you make a little small?
I can't talk about this.
Wait, hold on. Unrelated. Can you make a little small mouth for Ocha and just have him fly around the screen at random intervals?
Like,
Just
What
like
kind of parent gets that for you?
Well, no, I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew what it was. Is the thing. Like, it was very clear that he did not read it.
He did
just
not.
was like,
He did
he
not.
was just like, he was just like, oh, my. It's like when a parent, like a kid's like, oh, I like to draw, and like they get them like the how to draw anime, like just a cliche how to draw anime book, you know, or like a kid's like, I like comics, and their parents like, here's issue like 74 of this obscure comic you've never read.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing. Like it was very clear that Charles's dad did
there,
not
the
actually
execution
know what
is,
this was.
They want to support your hobby. They don't.
The heart's
know
in
what
the
it
right
is, though.
place. And I mean, hey, what do you
I wonder
want?
if he still has it.
He does, yeah. It's like hiding in a drawer somewhere.
That's great.
Ooh. I know what I'm looking. I know what I'm looking for immediately.
I think it's upstairs.
Ethan.
No, okay. And it's so I don't know if we would ever. I've never been upstairs in his house.
Oh,
he's only ever locked us in the basement.
We can auction it off to all of the millions of Charles fans around the world.
Man.
You know, Charles might sign it and then do a. You know, he hit 100 subscribers.
Oh, true. God. Oh my god, actually, yeah.
So for 100 subscribers, I think he should autograph it and do a giveaway to his many fans.
I feel like that really does say something about his character, though, regardless if he got it or not.
The fact, like, he kept it, or like the fact that he got it.
I think Charles.
The fact that he has it. Period.
I think Charles is physically incapable of getting rid of gifts.
He gives off the vibe. He's like, oh, it's been bothering me for a second. I'm gonna make Ethan's PNG tuber a little bigger. Guys, I made Ethan taller in the middle of the recording. I know it's really unprofessional. I'm sorry.
Dude, my immersion.
Dude. You know I'm like 5'2". It's not accurate.
Ross. Yeah. I think we should talk a little more about the hardcore because we got sidetracked.
Yeah, that's true. We got sidetracked. So hardcore.
So
the most recent run was actually like tragic.
It was.
I was so upset. Like, so we actually get a really solid world going. We have like an underground bunker. They like progress really fast. Like we are able to find and literally build a nether portal in our house, like our bunker. It was great.
Table.
Oh yeah, and we had like a whole enchanting table. Like we had a whole like system going. And then I was like, you know what? Everyone else is going on these adventures. I should also go a little exploring. And as soon as I foot off of our safe island, a drown like freaking snipes me.
You got hit with the fucking trident, man.
As soon as I step off and I am killed and I sit there in like despair, like I'm so sad. Danganronpa style.
Ethan, what was the like obituary you wrote for it?
Oh yeah, Ethan wrote a
I don't remember.
It was something like I got hit in the gut with a trident.
Let me see if I can find it.
Best believe I'm not opening up Minecraft because
you guys do that. I'll give some context to the graveyard. So Jasper in our recent time, Jasper does not take it very seriously. He's no Jasper.
Yeah.
So Jasper, he builds this thing in a couple recent games called Bone Tower, where he just builds a tower, and he was in this one world that we were just like messing around in. My cat just jumped up onto my back. Sorry. But this time, Ethan was like, "What if?" Because like we live underground, like our base was underground. So Ethan was like, "It would be really funny if our graveyard is in the sky." So at the top of Ethan like made a graveyard. He made like tombstones, you know. So I die, and you know I get a tombstone up there, and every single one of us also has a lectern with. So I die. I'm sad because I was like, maybe I just have to stop playing. So I was like, I'll like at least spectate to get some footage. But then I think we put it into play that like I could just be a ghost. Like I can't interact with things or anything, but I can just like walk around people if they have an object that I died with. We became the thing we sought to destroy, which we were like, no, it's just like silly. It's not like lore or anything. And then it was like, all right, well, if someone has an object I died with, like, you know, I could just haunt them, and then I could still feel included. So like haunting. I think Jasper had taken my axe and had my axe, and my sister gave me. Sam should not have been able to hear me. Sam did not have anything of me, but he kept responding, is all I'm gonna say. He was not. RP. He wasn't. Fail RP. Fail RP. Sam.
I got the obituary.
Okay.
Here lies It's a Me D. They went on an adventure, only to be pierced in the gut by a trident. I remember that.
There was definitely an attempt.
I can't believe this was like hours.
I feel like this was number 2.
No, it was number 3, I think. Yeah, it was it was like number 3, because I know I have 5 too long. We put 10 hours into that. About.
Oh wow.
I mean, I also stayed on a lot longer than like other people did. Like,
I did too.
You had to go to bed early sometimes.
I did have to go to bed early.
That's true. You logged a lot of hours off.
Arguably, because like I know Ethan put in 2, Sand put in 2, and then I put in like I made the machine. Let's talk the village.
Let's talk about the machine.
If there's any like off recording stuff, like
sprucing the base
extra stuff, I was like finishing up errands I was already working on.
Yeah.
Right.
I.e., like melting and just like last place.
So at one point, Jared was like, you know, if you guys can, because well, I forget, I don't know the specifics of this. I just know Jared was like, if you guys do a ritual back, and I was like,
I will.
What do you? Yeah, go ahead. This is your baby. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I'll explain. So one day I just kind of stone. There's a lot of different mechanics that go behind it. I think a cool thing to do would be make a full-blown machine that does a cool thing and learn all the components behind it. And, you know, so many of my friends we like gambling, so I'll make a gambling machine. And so I did. And then it was a hit with everyone, so I decided I'm going to make it in here. And then I know it wasn't me, because this isn't something I would suggest, but someone suggested, hey, what if you hit the jackpot, someone comes back to life? I'm like, okay, we can do that if everyone likes it. And they did. So the plan was going to be, because I built the machine, but the plan was going to be, I'm going to modify it to get certain resources for it to get it into quote unquote full operation, is enough for the modifications plus like some arbitrary, so just to make it hard. This comes back to bite us, I'll say. We'll get there though.
It was
just say
cinematic disaster.
We never got to modify the machine, but it was fun. It is operational, and it's cool. And I'll make it in the next one too. And I will say this is when D starts to become the very thing she swore to not do at the beginning of this. It started with the becoming a ghost. Then it was the machine that brings people back to life. You want to be Minecraft lore.
And then it was like you made a joke about like controlling the ghost because or something, and I was like,
yeah,
I gotta stay away from this guy. And then I realized I was playing into the bit. and it was like, but like playing into the bit, yes, but also it was like, damn, playing into the bit means I'm role playing.
That's how it starts,
That's how it
man.
starts. That's how it
gets you.
starts. So as someone who was haunting, I was haunting Jasper because he was like in the nether, and I was like hunting netherite. He just was like blowing things up. And then he and Charles go off on an adventure, and Charles says, "Hey, watch this," and gets blown up by a creeper and dies. And he does not log on again.
That was in the nether?
No, it wasn't in the nether. They were exploring in the nether though, so I was like following them. But then like they were on the overworld. Sorry, my bad. Bad storytelling. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm a storytime animator. I suck at this.
Evil.
So he died, and then we like both haunted Jasper for a second, and then the next session he just never logged on, and I was like, "Hey, you never logged on." He goes, "Yeah." Charles, okay, here's the thing about Charles. He loves to join calls, and then if more than 2 people join that call with you, he just walks away from the mic. He just takes off his headphones and walks away. He won't tell you. He just like, and so there's multiple times where like we're calling and we'll be like, Charles, hold on. And then I have to FaceTime him and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just like watching TikTok. And I'm like, so you're like in a call with us? And he's like, yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna beat him up, dude.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll do it for you. Ominously.
So I was following Jasper around because Charles didn't log back on, and Jasper was like on the run, and I remember I walked away from my computer for a second to like use the bathroom. I have to use the bathroom a lot. I drink a lot of water, and it just like I'm constantly like there's a chance I will have to use the bathroom during this recording. There's a chance that Ross will have to edit in like a D bathroom break. Instead of like a Trevor Docs, it's a D bathroom break. So I was spectating Jasper while I did that, so that way I could like come back and see what was going on. And when I came back, him and Sand had horses and were in like the middle of the ocean. And they were like dying. Like they were like zombies and skeletons everywhere. Like they had like no shelter. They were like too far from home. And I was like, what is happening here? So then I like helped them find their horses. I was like, guys, your horses are this way. Over here. You're staring at them. Stop being blind. But they continue exploring after they find their horses again. And they find a woodland mansion. Like the manor.
Yeah.
And I said, do not go in there. And Jasper is like, oh ho ho. I heard go in there. Which led to us all being like, Jasper, do not, under any circumstances, go in that building right now.
D says, don't go in there. Jasper says, I go in there. Sand says, don't go in there. Jasper says, I go in there. And then
he was like,
I say, don't go in there.
And he goes, I go in. And he goes in. I'm sitting there like, stop it, Jasper. He's like, I'm getting the totem of undying to bring you back, D. And I was like, no, you're gonna get killed. You're gonna get killed. And he does. He gets like 2-shot by the Vindicator after like
we need to explain that.
Go ahead.
It's worse.
It's worse than
he gets into an altercation with the Vindicator.
Yeah.
Gets out alive after getting the daylight scared out of him, and decides after that near-death encounter, yes, I go back in.
Are you serious? He went back in? Is that... I think I just got so, like, frazzled by it all. I was like, Jasper, stop it. And he did not stop. He's too silly.
It wasn't even like a Vindicator. The magic ones or Invexes.
No, it wasn't even. It was just.
Dude, Vindicators do a lot.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage.
That's kind of how axes work.
My cat just like touched my.
How are there no Ravagers in the Pillager Outpost? Can we talk about that real quick?
He just jumped up and like touched my foot and then walked away. You know, even though Charles not here, Ocho is his favorite cat. I would like to say.
He's getting revenge after we trash talk Charles a little bit.
Yeah. Ocho has to channel his inner Charles. They haven't met yet, but Ocho is his favorite of the cats that I have. And I think it's really funny when Ocho, like, grabs my socks, and then I'm like, yeah, okay. Charles is here somewhere. But yeah, no, that Minecraft, like, that was, and then he, like, deafened for a bit. I forget why, but we were just sitting here so pissed because we were like, yeah, it sucked that I died. It sucked that Charles died. But Jasper's was, like, the most avoidable.
Like he chose to die, like specifically.
Like he chose death. And then we were like, Jasper, why'd you do that? And he was like, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, that wasn't the worst death. It wasn't my fault.
That was the beginning of the end for this.
So that was that. We haven't had a session yet because I had a dog
Thank
sit
the
this
gods, my
recording.
mic was not working. My Discord was not working at the time, so I could not hear the shenanigans. What was going on?
Yeah. I
would have been more pissed than what I already was.
I just looked at our Discord chat and realized that I had my like not OBS, like it was just like the camera not working screen for like. I turned off I stopped the virtual camera on OBS, but I still had like the camera on, and neither of you told me. None of you told me.
I was just gonna let it happen. I still had it open.
I've been.
So after Jasper died, we all kind of had a meeting and decided that's half of us down. We intended this to be a more long-term thing. We should probably end it. And to end it, the remaining people alive, me, Ethan, and Sand.
Sand asked for you to kill him so that way he didn't have to.
Well,
actually.
I was gonna get to that. Let me do my story. I should
Spoilers.
Be YouTuber,
oh my
dude.
god.
So we decided, yeah, 3 of us should go kill the dragon. And Sand said, I don't want to do that. I just want to be a ghost. I just want to run around. I don't want to help you kill the dragon at all. So I said, okay. And then I took the axe that I looted from Dee's corpse. Well, I didn't loot it from Dee's corpse. It was just in a fucking chest. And then I killed him. And that was that. And then Ethan and I went on the grand adventure to the end, all on our own, which went off without a hitch, I should say.
You guys, like, are crazy.
Crazy what happens when the tomfoolery gets eliminated.
I know, dude. We just locked in, and that was it. Because we go to the end without a hitch. And then, we fight the Ender Dragon, and there was a hitch, and the hitch was that all I had was my trident, and I threw it in the fucking void, so I didn't have a ranged item.
That was That was all you had?
That was my only ranged weapon. I didn't have a bow, so I couldn't help him get rid of the pillars, because I also forgot a good amount of blocks.
Dude, I remember you threw it off, and I was like, why did he do that? And then you were like, wait, will that come back?
It was a little bit of a mistake. But then, I tried pillaring up to one.
Oh, Joe.
And then the dragon shoots a fireball at me, and I'm like, uh-oh, I gotta try and get away from that. So I build up more, and I build off to the side, and take a good amount of damage, but I'm alive. And the dragon hits me from all the way up there, and then I am now out over the void, 100 blocks up, and I managed to, pretty by the skin of my teeth, get back onto land and pull off what I would say is the sickest water bucket clutch of my entire life.
No, it was crazy.
It was crazy. I think you guys should have cheered more.
I have footage of it, but I'll have to grab it. Actually, do I have footage? Did I stop recording?
I think you did. I think you stopped recording. It is lost to time.
Lost footage or lost media.
Lost media. Me doing water bucket clutch and fighting the
I
dragon.
mean, I still have mine. If
Oh, that's
anything,
true.
I might have it, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah, Ethan and I killed the fucking dragon. Ethan
In
was
like
kind of the
2
MVP
minutes.
there. Yeah,
In 2
dude.
minutes.
It was really fucking anticlimactic. 'Cause honestly, I thought it was gonna be harder because that was the first time I ever actually beat the Ender Dragon in survival, in just a full survival thing. But we just fucking killed it. Just the two of us. That's all it took.
Just like you could kill it in Fortnite as Hatsune Miku.
I'm not paying what $7 or $8 for Miku.
I
I don't play
played
Fortnite, man.
I didn't really play Fortnite. Okay, so here's the thing: is like for years people were like begging me to play Fortnite, and I was like, no. Like I think I was a hater. But then I was like, okay, I'd be open to playing if they added Hatsune Miku. You know, like if by chance they added Hatsune Miku, I'd be on board. And then like
Guess what happened?
very fast, like I feel like she got in a lot faster than I expected, and I was like, all right, well, I'm a man of my word. And I got the bundle immediately. I grinded the pass. I logged like 45 hours in 3 days.
Holy shit.
It was bad. No, like I was in a call with blah, 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 blah. It was in Charles and Jasper. I know, what a shock. I was in a call with them, and then like they think like I can't see when my stats are in the Discord thing, but Discord has the feature where like people, their recent game activity like shows up, and it was like Fortnite It's Me D 45 hours, and it was bad. Like the addiction got like real bad. Like I said, I'm dog sitting, and I was like, okay, well, Fortnite's on the Switch, so I tried to like, and I like couldn't, it wasn't letting me like link my Nintendo account to the Switch to let me play Fortnite, and I was miserable. I sat there like it like I just was watching my friends play Fortnite, like pointing my fingers at the screen with my 2 fingers on my temple like I'm Charles Xavier, and I'm like, yes, I'm controlling the game. Like it was bad.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's just like fun. I don't know. Like it's really silly. Like, what do you mean I can execute people while like a Miku beaming? Like that's funny. That's fun. My brother said I'm a toxic gamer for that. I thought that was interesting.
I mean that is kind of a toxic gamer thing, but it's also a fun toxic gamer thing.
If they, like, I could be evil. Like that's just funny. Like,
Yeah.
but if they tried to crawl away, I did kill them if they
Oh my
interrupted my
God.
Miku beam by walking away, because that's just rude.
The trail of chiseled sandstone that Jasper dropped when he was fucking around is still there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but by the end of Minecraft, we were all just kind of fucking around in creative
Yeah.
mode. It was whatever.
There was like a massive like slash kill battle between Jared and Jasper.
Yeah.
I got Ethan to download Fortnite.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
I've turned into a
I have it
plague.
on. I went from having it on 0 platforms to now 3.
I got,
And only
well,
one of them really work.
Charles was playing Fortnite before me, but now I've literally like, it's gotten to a point where I'm like, oh, do you want to play Fortnite? He's like, no. It's
Can't say I
bad.
blame him.
Something.
Can't
That's
say I
something
blame
for
him.
him.
It's bad. No, and then like, but then it's like, it's funny because like Jasper was like, no, and then like he like played because I just am persistent and I'm evil, and I was like, what if you played a little bit of Fortnite? He stopped his stream yesterday.
What if I dropped the silly little GIF alongside it too?
That dude, I love sending that GIF. Hold on, Ross, can you put up the GIF? Thank you.
Roz, can you also put up the GIF in the group chat? Because I don't know what that is.
Oh, hold on, I'll send. Yeah.
Ross will send it.
Yeah, Ross will send it. Let's see. I send it basically whenever I ask anyone for anything. I just like, I'm like, hey, what if we did this? And then I send this.
Oh, I've seen you post that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tends to happen.
it's whether it's like I'm asking someone like, do you guys want to play game? Or I'm like, hey guys, I will be 30 minutes late to the podcast. I just send it.
Great.
But yeah, so it's been fun. It's been very power of friendship. I will say, like, there'll be times where I'm like, I gotta lock in and do work, and then Cyber will hit me up and be like, but Fortnite, and I'm like, well, how could I say no? And then so it might be a
Shame on
problem.
Cyber for enabling your addictions.
This is true.
My
I do
strange
have
addiction, Miku Fortnite.
It's specifically Miku Fortnite. They're like, oh, I think you would like this skin, and I'm like, I hope you know I'm never changing my Fortnite skin again.
I saw like I clicked on one of the content notifications that you went out a little late, like the one where you were wrong about Miku being the first Vocaloid.
Yeah.
And I saw someone in the comments and they said, and I quote, "My Miku obsession is larger than yours and Jaden Animations combined." And I think that that's probably something that's physically impossible.
I think it's funny because it was like, I saw that comment. I know exactly what you're talking about. They were like, my Miku obsession, and I was like, go make a video about it then. Like, I don't know. Stop telling me about it.
Yeah, dude.
My favorite comment I got on that, I would like to read that because I screenshot it. I saw it this morning.
Yeah.
I feel betrayed. Backstabbed. I can't express how betrayed I feel. I will remember this till the day I die.
Who
Watch
left
your
that
back,
one?
young one.
Who left that one?
I don't know, someone named Jax Gonzalez.
So I have no idea who that.
I also have no idea who this is. No,
It's so funny that
Oh
that's
for 3.
like from someone who we just don't know.
That's
Wonders
the
of the internet.
beauty of the internet.
Wonders of the internet.
Speaking of the internet, I did not practice internet safety meeting all of you, and I think that's really funny, guys.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
always
like to
fun
actually know
to
that
meet
story.
the story of how I met people.
Yeah. I don't
You
know
guys go
where
f-
you
you-
came from. You just appeared one day. One day, all of my friends stopped talking to me as much, and I was like, "Where did they go?" They are in the "It's a Me D" group chat, and I am not there. And I will take 1 year to work up the courage to ask you to join your server, and you will say, "Yeah, sure, okay."
Yeah, no,
What?
like I'm like so chill. I was so chill about it. Like I didn't. Did you really? It took you a year?
I kind of like, all right, so, all right, we will get there because the prompt here is how did we meet the Witty Retort?
Yeah, I think
I
it's
met
funny
them
to
at
compare.
school. I
Yeah.
was in band, they were in band. I forget exactly the circumstances under which we met, but we might have been like squad mates for a while, but like, because we were like, I'm a trombone, Jasper's a trombone, Ethan's a trombone.
Yeah, I've seen the clips of you guys in band.
Yeah. Santa trombone.
No.
Oh no, Santa was a trumpet. I don't
He's
know
a
why
trombone
I thought Santa was a
champ.
trombone. Trombone champ.
Because he's
No.
got the
Lame,
game
lame.
trombone. The game called Trombone Champ, and Sand really likes it.
Fake.
Which you would know if you weren't a fake friend.
Oh man.
No, it's okay. It was my fault because I stole him and put him in my server, and I said no Jared's allowed.
I went my entire first college year like not talking to anyone.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ethan, how did you meet them?
They missed, and then we just kind of showed up in the same place at the same time, and rest is history.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool
like how
friends.
was that like how you met me?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's you specifically. As are we talking about?
Yeah, Witty Retort.
No. I don't know. We were just
Same thing.
I know, kind of, yeah. Like, as far as I know, I think before me, Jasper and Pat just kind of had the same class, and then we just kind of just kept talking because we were all just kind of goons, just
Yeah,
and then I don't know. It also did kind of help that it was just Jasper's honorary food dump.
that's true.
So,
All the things in the school lunch that he couldn't eat, he just gave to you.
yep. Well, he was a 24/7 packer, but yeah.
That's true. I think if he tried to go for school lunches, he would starve every day.
No, oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, he would not be eating nothing except actually he can't even have the milk. He'd just be feeding the OG and the apple juice.
Yeah.
Oh God, why
Get
why
rid
do
of
those?
that.
Huh?
Get rid of that. Get rid
Huh?
of that. Get rid
How
of
the
that.
hell?
Get rid of that.
Huh?
Dude, I was such an ugly fucking kid, man.
For context, one of the so okay, first let me just say, I did not meet them in school. We did not meet until like 2022, like in person. Like I met Charles and online, in like before. Wait,
Yeah, it was. I think it was later.
2023, I think, is
2022.
where we met in person. I met Charles in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, so but the at New Year's of 2023,
Yeah.
I go to I was staying at Sand's house, and Sand's like, "Come into my room." So we go into his room. And he pulls out a yearbook, and he's just like, and he just
that's
he had
where you got
multiple.
those
He had
from.
multiple yearbooks. And the idea, I was like, it'd be really funny if okay, so like it's a joke that like you all knew each other in school, but I talked to you guys more than you guys talk to each other sometimes.
Yeah.
So I like know a lot of like the stuff, and I'm like, they were talking about this incident at school, like where Jasper had to go to like the office, and I was like, oh yeah, I know the exact like context of this.
Oh.
And they were like, why? Or like Sand was really bothered because I would like get Trevor updates from Charles, and then I would be like, yeah, this thing is happening with Trevor right now. And Sand would be like, why do you know?
Why
do you
probably knows more about the drama from our school than I do.
Probably.
I didn't even go. I wasn't even in the same state.
And even then, you could probably bet. Even then, she probably knows more than me because I'm just oblivious to everything.
This is. I just like listen. I just sit there with my ears open all the time.
D makes a habit of memorizing every little thing we say about ourselves, and it's kind of creepy.
I pop it up later in conversation, and they get so confused. I'm like, no, this is a reference to this very specific conversation we had the other day. And they're like, oh. And they like shuffle away from me a little bit. But so the plan was like me to have these baby photos of, not baby photos, I call them baby photos, but they were just like you guys in like elementary school and middle school, and was like, if you guys annoyed me, just pops up in the DM. Like if you guys give me a little too much, if you guys get a little smart with me in a call, you guys make fun of me for Minecraft, boom, baby yearbook photo. But I forgot to do this. Actually no, I did this with Jasper. And you said there'd be no
doxing in this episode. Okay.
I didn't say, guys, I didn't say where. I'm not showing up the baby photos. It's just doxing you.
Uh-huh.
I did this with Charles and Jasper a couple times because I spoke with them more. I have some of Patrick and Trevor, but I don't talk with those two as often because Patrick's like a real person and Trevor avoids me.
Imagine being a real person.
We play Bed Wars though. It's fun.
Yeah, we do. That's like the only time I talk to him.
Patrick will join and play Bed Wars, and then like he'll join the call. Actually, there was one time I got.
No, he'll join, play Bed Wars, get drunk, and then leave.
There was this one time where I got a DM and it said, "Hey, are you busy? This is really important." And I said, "No, I'm not busy. What's up?" I'm then added to a group chat of Charles, Jasper, and Patrick and me. and they all turn on their cameras as We Are the World is playing, and they're just like staring like into the cameras.
Sad. I'm very
and then,
sad, D.
And then
I'm very
and
sad.
no, Jared, here's the thing. After like 15 minutes of that, they say, let's call Jared. And then there was an additional 15 minutes before they added you. And then they continued to do it for like 30 minutes.
Was I not there? No, I thought I was there first.
No, I don't think so. I just didn't turn my
thought-
camera on until like the 5th try.
I wish we still had that, but they make so many that I
They make
leave
so
all
many.
of them the second they're done.
They make so many group chats. There's like okay, so I get picked on because I'll have like different servers for different reasons to keep things organized. But they have like bajillion group chat.
Yeah, every time they have a new purpose, they make a new one. And
sometimes it's like there's the same purpose for multiple.
it's like there's every time they want to play Bed Wars, they make a group chat, a brand new group chat.
Yeah.
Of Charles, Jasper, and Patrick. And then they call me and ask, hey, do you want to play? And I'm like, I either say yes, or I'm like, no, I'm too busy doing homework. And then either I'm there or then I leave and they call the next person. And then I look in my group chats, or I look in my DMs, and at the very top is that group chat. And then about 7 down is an exactly identical group chat.
No, it's always like the same people. And the thing is Discord gives you a notification. Discord gives you a notification of like, hey, you already have a group chat that's identical to this with this amount of people.
Does it?
Yeah, it gives you a notification. It's like, hey. So, because I've tried to make a group chat before. I forget that me, Jasper, and Charles have a group chat. And we were recording for something. So I was like, oh, I should make a group chat for it. And then as I was doing it, it was like, hey, you already have a group chat. And I was like, oh.
It would be cool if we had a server for this where they don't have to make a new group chat every single time. And then they could have their little council and be like, hey, do you want to join?
They have their own like channels in there too. Like I made Charles and Jasper their own channels for them to frick around with.
Yeah.
I remember Trevor joined and then he left and he was like, I got kicked. And I was like, you did not get kicked. So I would like hold on. I would like to disprove this. I added Trevor because we were playing Lethal Company. We were playing modded Lethal Company. And so I add Trevor to this server. And then like a week later he left the server. Like I saw the audit log where it said he left the server. And I was like, okay, this is before you joined, Jared, because you had asked, like, I think you asked Jasper, like, hey, do you think D would be fine if I got added to the server? And Jasper was like, yeah, or something like that. I've been told.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like, exact,
it's
schematics of it.
Pretty much that.
But then apparently Trevor came over and was like, can I get an invite? Because I got, and then like, there was like a idea that like he had been kicked for like evil behavior. I never kicked him. I never kicked him. I don't like.
That's funny.
I was like, he could just. I don't think he said much when he was in there, but I didn't kick him.
That's really funny.
So I was like, is there like this idea that I just like killed Trevor?
Maybe. I didn't know it was you. I just kind of figured there was some sort of council decision behind that.
I mean, there was this one Minecraft thing that like he got voted off the island, but that was a different. We're not getting into that.
Yeah. Out of scope.
Out of scope. Off topic. We're on topic.
We are so on topic totally this entire time.
We're on topics. Topics and topics.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Sure.
Ocho's finally asleep, by the way.
Thanks,
It took him, how long has this been recording? We've been recording for like 54 minutes and he just fell asleep. Like he's like, I just looked behind me. He's no longer running around my room screaming, playing with bags of trash.
He's such a silly guy.
He's so silly. So like, oh no, oh my god, I thought he was waking up. I have 8 cats. And-
Ocho is named Ocho because he's number 8.
And we
The
couldn't
other ones
agree-
are Uno,
we couldn't-
Dos, Tres, Cuatro, Cinco, Seis.
Okay, so Ziggy and Raven are
Raven.
like there's like multiple people in my house, like, you know, my family, and we each have like a cat sort of thing. I have technically 3, but one of them, he's very bonded to my sister's cat, so like if we move out, he'll probably go with her because they're like gay. Like, is someone making a like microwave burrito?
I'm making hot chocolate.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Are you using powder or like a cake?
Can you give
I
us ASMR of the microwave?
Yeah, I mean, I can try.
Microwave?
Go
Wait
so
a minute.
far. But like the I don't know, for Christmas I got, like, my aunt got me, what is this, $9 hot chocolate mix. 5
$9?
servings per container. 5 servings per container. And I'm like, it's going into this, I was like, this shit better be good. You know what it tastes like? You take one sip and it's like chocolate itself comes over to you and fucking strangles you. And it slaps you upside the nose.
That's really violent.
That's evil.
It's that chocolatey, man.
Chocolatey goodness.
It's very, very chocolatey goodness. Oh, that's done.
Ross, that's really mean to say.
Why don't
I saw you.
dude,
I saw
I'm
I saw
turning my
him.
camera back off.
I saw you type that, Ross. I heard the
I forgot
microwave, and then
to-
like I just turned into a new person.
What were we on?
We're talking about Discord server.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like Trevor, I think.
Let's not talk about that anymore. Dude, I have been joking with like all of them. I'm like, hey guys, when's the next pod episode? And they're like, haha. Because apparently, like, they hate me and want me dead, I think.
Yeah.
Which is kind of mean.
You know, it seems like so many people hate you and want you dead these days. I don't know. It just seems like every day you're telling me a new person hates you and wants you dead, including me. I didn't even know that about myself.
If you did not agree to record this today, I would have said, "Oh, so you hate me and want me dead." To be fair.
Yeah.
My cat hates me and wants me dead. That's why he was screaming for like 95% of the recording. And like half the time when my mic was like speaking, I would like hear him meow, and then my PNG tuber would like move, and I was like, oh, we're talking about my cats. We're talking about how I have like 8 cats.
That's it.
We got there. We got back.
It comes full circle.
Full circle.
So I have Ziggy and Raven. They are my babies. And my mom found my mom has a couple cats. My father has a cat. But I work as a vet tech, so as my side hustle. I get
Main hustle being podcast.
Main hustle. I am a small streamer on Twitch. I never talked about how I met them.
No, you didn't. There we go. On task.
On task.
On task.
No, so I think that's really funny. As I was like, oh yeah, we're talking about how we meet them. Anyway, my cats. I have 8 cats, by the way. So I met Sand first. Back in like 2021, I think. Like 2020, 2021. We were like in the Minecraft streamer era. We liked, playing Minecraft. And then we get added to this thing for like someone's collaboration server, and that's how I met most of my friends that I have right now. Is that we were going to be doing it was like for someone's donathon or something, and I just like yoink, I have those friends still to this day. But then I met Charles was the one I met after that because of the Tola's trivia. Like Sam thinks it's really funny that like everyone just like started popping up at his Twitch chat, and he's just like, oh, here are these like very real people from my school.
It's just not online. I mean, at a certain point when you're a small enough streamer, most of your guys are just people you know.
Yeah.
And like some of them are gonna be real. I mean, being on the internet these days, like you just as someone who has been on the internet most of the time for the past like fucking 10 years.
I actually
that's too much actually, but it's
I was gonna
sometimes
say,
really surprising to see real people.
I was listening to this playlist on my way home because I was like thinking about songs, because I was also pretty online as a kid. I didn't really have a lot of online friends, but I was online a lot. Like I liked playing like World, Pop Tropica. But I used to listen to a lot of songs, like the two different songs that are both titled Monster, one by Megan Dia and one by Dev. I watched a lot of like Tokyo Mew Mew AMVs, like I was like watching a lot of like stuff, but I saw a playlist and it was like internet raised 2000 to 2010 rave girl is the name of this playlist. And I was like, oh, a lot of the songs I like are on here. And then there were songs like I couldn't recognize the title, but I was like, oh, I'm sure that and I know every single one of these songs.
It's you.
Get me out of, and it's like Nightcore too. It's like the Nightcore mixes.
That's probably the form in which you know them.
Well, I listened to I did like listening to the Nightcore ones. No, you're probably right, actually. Dude, because there's also like a ton of like Cascada songs on there too. Cascada?
I don't know what that
Cascade, huh?
That's the Every Time We Touch, or like Bad Boy, or Miracle, or there's a couple other ones. But like the Every Time We Touch, I get this feeling.
Okay.
I think my parents like that song. I think that's like the song that played during their wedding or something. I don't know.
Oh,
it's their national anthem.
That's peak. I just like her songs, and I was like, I need to experience something so I could like this song. But then I realized you can just like the song without having to like.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll just watch like AMVs because they're definitely enjoying it. I don't know. So I was watching a lot of like Tokyo Mew Mew AMVs of like for different Cascada songs. Oh, and Wolf's Rain too. Not Every Time We Touch. Not Cascada songs for Wolf's Rain, but like the other like Flipnote had to know. Okay, so sorry. So Tola's trivia. Tola's trivia. So okay.
How do we get here?
So everyone was like popping up in like Sand's chat, and then that led to like Sand rating Tola, and like then everyone was talking in Tola's chat, blah 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 blah, blah, that sort of thing. That's like, so Charles ended up becoming like a mod for Tola because Charles was just always there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember I like beefed with Charles. Like it was like one-sided beef. Our epic friendship started from one-sided beef because I liked San and Tola. They were like my friends, and they were like, this Charles guy is so funny. And I was jealous. I was like, no, I'm the funny one. I have to be funny. So then I like followed Charles on Twitter, and then like it was when likes were still public, and it was like every day it was like, Charles, why did you like this tweet? Like I would just send him a tweet that he liked, and he'd be like, I just like everything. And I'm like, Charles, this is like the imprint of someone's ass on an elliptical chair. Why did you like this?
Charles would like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So then like I ended up inviting him to my first like friend group server that I deleted because I went through a little moment, and I was like, I should delete servers. No one talks in here. And then I realized, oh, everyone actually talked in there. Oops, my bad.
Oopsie.
I was like, oh, I should clear out some servers. And then I was like, oh, I accidentally deleted like the main hub. But then Charles thought it would be funny to add Jasper because apparently he just went through a habit of adding Jasper to servers.
Yeah.
And the first time, so I got pretty close with like Charles, like after like a month of like knowing Charles and like talking to him, I like bought him a graphics tablet. I was like, oh, he was like, oh yeah, I want to draw digitally, I just don't have like a drawing tablet. And I was like, oh. So I got him like the one that I first used.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told him that there was a bomb coming to his house. And he opened the package and he went... Oh no, actually, that was funny because I was like, Charles, what's your address? And he just gave it to me. Like, he didn't ask or anything. He just gave it. So
He's a very trustworthy
I'm
fellow.
always very surprised with how just like you are always just like one step away from getting something for someone. You're a very generous person.
Is this about lockdown protocol?
Kind of, but also not specifically.
Can we talk
I don't
about
know.
that real fast? I
You
think
are,
it'd be funny.
we can't.
I feel like
talk about
you're getting too sentimental. We need to be evil. So Jasper's
we need
birthday.
fun.
Evil, yeah.
We were gonna. Okay, Lockdown Protocol was a fun game. I got gifted it, and I was like, I had fun playing it, and I was like, oh, I want to play this with like my friends, because the people who bought it for me and played it with me, they're not people I talk to like all the time because like time zone differences, things like that. But I was like, I would like to play with like the squad, my close compadres. So I was like, what if I just bought it for everyone ever? But then we were talking more seriously. It was Jasper's birthday was coming up. I think it was birthday, right? Yeah, it was birthday.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think I'll get Jasper Lockdown Protocol. And Jared was like, oh, okay. But I think Jared said that he because I had joked about, well, it was like a half joke. It was like a, what if I get a really good paycheck and I just buy everyone this game?
I didn't think you were serious.
So, schedule the gifts. Yay. I bought Jasper something else. I forgot what else I got Jasper, but it pops up in I'm in a call with Charles and Jasper as it transitions into his birthday. And he goes, oh, Jared got me Lockdown Protocol. And I stopped and I said, who got you Lockdown Protocol? And he says, Jared. And then like a second later, because I scheduled all my stuff for like 12:01 instead of 12. And so he got the notification that someone gifted him Lockdown Protocol as well. And he goes, oh. And I remember I was like, Jared, why'd you do that? You knew I was going to get a Lockdown Protocol. And you were like, oh, I didn't know you were serious.
And didn't he like have to flip a coin to decide?
Yeah, he flipped a coin to see which one he would accept, which was like, I got him something else. It was fine. Yeah. But I like
AKA I lost the coin flip.
My luck is atrocious. I've said this.
Yeah. I mean, my decision would have also been to refund yours because, like, I gave him one game. You gave him 2 games. I think he should give back your 1 game. So now we both gave him 1 game.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's how it worked out. So.
I think I got him Elden Ring, so regardless, I cleared. So.
Oh,
you did.
Continuing the story. So I met you guys all in person whenever it was like Charles's birthday, and I think he said something like, "Oh, I don't really care about it." And then I was like, "All right, game plan, secret party, secret surprise party," and I was like, "Everyone, we gotta play." I like assembled the people that I knew were friends with Charles. Like I was like, I got Jasper and Ethan and Sand, and I was like, all right, Charles surprise party. We gotta plan it. They had Trevor, Patrick, and Jared. And wait, did I say Ethan? Did I Ethan? Oh, Jared or Jasper Drugerman.
Okay.
Unceremonious.
That's all it is, Ethan.
No, that's all it
you've
is.
ever
Is just
been.
that's all it is. Is like
Great.
everyone just drags in someone new, and then it's like, oh, who's this one? All right, and then we all become best friends, and we do a little dance, and we play Ring Around the Rosie and Sonic 3.
At least I got a dramatic introduction. There was foreshadowing and everything.
Yeah, no, they hyped you up crazy style.
Dude, Jasper is my number 2 hype man. Absolutely.
Who's your number 1?
My girlfriend. It's hard to beat that.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So we then I so I drive down. I get Charles. I'm like, Charles, let's drive like many hours away to this specific spot of your childhood because I'm curious about it. No other reason. He goes,
No other
you know,
reason.
he says, I remember when we were planning this, he's like, you know, my friends might be available. To which I messaged them and I said, he's going to ask, tell him you're busy. Because like we were trying to keep it all secret. I remember I rushed to Jasper. He was like, I'm going to message Jasper. And I was like, tell him you're busy. And Jasper was like, I got you. And he was like, oh, we're all working for Trevor that day. We're helping him with a car wash or something. And so Charles was like, oh, all of them are busy with a car wash. We won't be able to hang out. And I was like, oh, that sucks. So we're still driving there anyway, because I was like, yeah, we're just going to have like a cool picnic there. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
So we drive this many hours. We're entering the parking lot of this park. And before my car is even parked, he looks across like the parking lot and he goes, Jasper?
He was supposed to be hiding behind
Trevor?
the hill.
I was barking at everybody, telling you need to get the heck down.
I was like, oh,
they will be
Charles,
here at
they're
any
busy.
second.
I was like, they're busy, remember? They're busy. And before my car is even like parked, he is unbuckled and opening the door and exiting my vehicle.
Oh
Danger.
Like my car's not even like, I'm still driving. He just jumped out of the car.
Oh my god. He was
and
excited,
like ran
man.
up and I was like, are we serious right now? I was so mad because I was like, I kept it such a good secret. Like he had no idea.
Oh
No idea. And then that's how I met all of you. And someone told me not to mention your hair, and none of them will admit who it was. No, see, Jasper's like, I don't remember this, but it was 100% Charles because it was in my car, and Jasper was not in my car at that point.
Yeah, that's right.
But
that is definitely, it's a complete Jasper moment, so it's kind of shocking that it was actually Charles.
Yeah, it was because it was in my car. It was Charles was the only one in my car. Like,
yeah. Well, that solves it.
He was like, oh, because he came over to me. He was like, just don't mention Jared's hair. And I was like, why?
To be fair, my hair has been cringe for several years.
Should I have not mentioned your hair just now?
No, I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't know if that was a stage of my life where I still had what was basically a fucking bowl cut, but I was adamant that it wasn't.
Did you have a bowl cut in 23?
Probably not.
Yeah, hasn't changed.
I was probably really disheveled after my first year of college.
Remember when Ethan got when I met up with Ethan for the wait, no, it wasn't the second time because we'd been hanging out during that summer. Like we were all like, oh, is anyone free this Friday, this first Friday of this month? And everyone would be like either yes or no. But for that New Year's, like, because we were like, oh, school, like we're not gonna be able to hang out, so we didn't. But then we went to hang out New Year's of 23, and when Ethan met up with us at the store, and he had a hat on, and we were like, I was like, how is his hair fitting in the hat? And then he was like, bald jump scare the next day.
Terrifying. Yeah. Fucking terrifying. Dude, when I learned that Ethan shaved the afro, I was horrified, and it felt like a part of my soul died.
I was very crushed.
Trembled.
Did we want to do an improv?
It'll have to go with the outro, that's for sure. We are.
Well, I mean, they were doing the improvs at the end, but I just didn't know if we wanted to do it. I mean,
Oh.
I can always do
I
it myself. I can always run the pod. I can do a 4-person pod. I can just do an insert.
I feel like we
insert
should.
improv here.
We
It's not the
we
Witty Retort
should,
without
we
an
should.
improv.
It
We
is
should. We
not.
should.
All
right.
right. All right.
So I'm Miku Fortnite.
You're Miku
Okay.
Fortnite.
Okay, so what
I
do we
don't
want?
know.
What do we want the premise of the everyone say one word that comes up at the top of your head on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Water.
None of us.
Tension.
My Little Pony, Power of Friendship.
That's not a
Whoa.
word. That's not one word. That's 15.
Okay. Hold on.
All right,
I gotta. Yours
My
is
Little
water.
Pony improv. I'm Twilight Sparkle.
Your Twilight Sparkle.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Well, I was gonna say we could have like My Little
Uh.
Pony, but they gotta kill that guy.
We gotta kill that guy.
Steven, I think we have to kill this guy. Damn.
Guys, I don't think the power of friendship is overcoming this one.
I don't think there's no amount of magic that can conquer this one, boys.
Let's talk about our power of friendship. Wait, actually,
Our power, right.
we can improv where we pretend that we're the Witty Retort members, respectively.
Okay.
That'd be a funny.
I'll
that'd
be
be funny.
Charles. I'll be Charles.
You'll be
Yes.
Charles.
Okay.
No,
Ethan
no,
is
no.
Charles.
Ross will be Ross will be Charles.
Ross will be
All right.
Charles. No, Ross can be Patrick.
I want to say Ross is Charles because he just fucking got up and went to do something else in the middle of the conversation.
True. True.
Actually, yeah, no. Charles should be. I think Ross should be Charles. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
So Ross will be Charles. Ethan will be.
I want to be
Oh,
Jasper.
Okay,
You want to be
Jasper.
Jasper? The J. We got the J's. The J's are
We got
linked
the
up.
Do you want to be Patrick or Trevor?
I could probably do Trevor.
Yeah.
better. I could probably do Trevor better.
Okay.
I could probably do Trevor.
That's so funny.
All right.
Cause like, okay, it's never mind. I'll talk about my methods. I'll talk about my methods because I have a history of being able to role play as them.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
I won't be able to do anyone well.
What's the plot? Is it just the 4 of them running the podcast?
I suppose.
Maybe.
I mean, well,
That means Jared will probably have to take the lead because Jasper normally takes the lead on the pod. So,
Fuck.
all right, and action. They might not even use this. That'd be really evil if they didn't use this. But I thought it would be fun to bring back the Witty Retort like as the extras. That's why I was like, hey guys, I have this funny idea.
Yeah. I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
I've never been a big Witty Retort watcher. Like, I wanted to. I just don't really have the time because I'm always in a voice call and, like, I can't focus on a podcast and a voice call. Like, if I wasn't in voice calls, I think I would be done with the Witty Retort by now. I'd have watched everything. And my plan was, whenever I watched one, I would steal Charlie Slimeskull's bit he did with what was it? Fucking Just Roll With It, Riptide, where in the YouTube comments he would say, what was it? Powerful, stunning, amazing, powerful, easily my new favorite episode of this podcast so far.
That's good.
And I would type that in the comments. But then I got to episode 3 and I did that and then I stopped watching.
There's definitely episodes I'm more familiar with. I'm more familiar with like the later 2 seasons, but I mainly like Charles first showed me it while I was dog sitting one time.
Mm-hmm.
And like the improv compilation, he was like, yeah, look at this thing. And I was like, wait, that's you. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, send link. And so I've just been like, I'm all my friends' biggest hype men. My friends will post like a 30-second like clip of them shitting on YouTube. And I'm like, yep, it's absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. So I'm like, whenever my friends do thing, I'm sitting there like I'm like taking photos. I'm like, yeah, I'm like everyone's biggest cheerleader. But then they haven't posted a podcast episode, and so I'm sitting here like ready to cheer, and I'm like, there's nothing to cheer about right now. And
You
then
are
I'm like,
sitting
guys,
in an empty stadium. And
I'm
just
sitting. I'm
camping
still
out.
like the party's still over. Tell bro to go home, and I'm like still sitting there dancing, like waiting for the next episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been like, guys, what if you guys posted another episode? Haha. And then I send the gif of like the blinking, and then they're like, we're retiring. I'm like, no. So I don't know if that's actually happening. I think we should lock them up in a basement and just make them record all day. Personally,
See how the tables have turned.
you know, we
They
were
are
locked in the
now in the
basement,
basement.
and now they're you know, they're getting.
Was I
locked
ever
in
locked in the
basement.
basement? I know you guys were locked in the basement. I don't know if I was. I think they just let me go.
You were there. What? Why are
You
you
had a
their
window.
favorite?
All right, man.
All right, pal. All
Because
I had
right.
I'm
one
awesome.
Thank you
window.
guys for watching the Witty Retort. Thank you guys for watching Witty Retort. Make sure to check out everyone's socials, including these guys.
I don't have them.
Jared is he. You have to catch him in spirit. Any last words?
Penis.
Oh my god.
Don't put that in. Don't put that in. Don't put